Ladies and gentlemen, I am James Bell and I'm here to tell you about this vehicle here. This is the all-new Honda Civic. A very important vehicle for Honda. They lost their way a little bit, but I think when you get a hold of this car and you see it on the road and you see the stance and the presence it gives, Honda's looking good. What you need to know about this car is that it's on an all-new platform. Honda has gone to great lengths and great expense to make a platform for their new small cars going forward, and this baby is the first place you're going to see it. Now, first thing you notice is that it's very low, it's very wide, it's got a much better stance than other economy cars in this class. They all kind of feel like they're up on their toes a little bit. This thing's got a real presence to it, and you really notice that when you're out on the highway and you come up behind one, you go, whoa, whoa, is that a small car? No, actually, it's a pretty big car for what it is. The other thing you notice is it's this rear section back here. And I've really been noticing this on the highways here around Los Angeles. This is very distinctive. Not only is this taillight design, especially at nighttime, have a really cool look to it, really kind of stands out compared to the competition, but this also being almost a fastback. I mean, it's very quick, so you've got lots of room for your passengers in the back, a very small trunk space here. I mean, look at how narrow that is, but still lots of room to go up underneath. So you end up with a vehicle that's very aerodynamic, very distinctive, very dynamic looking on the outside, and delivers a lot of value. So let's go back a decade or two. What was Honda really known for? Well, guess what? They're a motor company. Then that became a motorcycle company, and then that became a car company. And that is what another piece of big news here. We've got two brand new engines from the base bolts all the way to the top. Brand new motors from Honda. That's big news all in itself. One is a normally aspirated four-cylinder, the other the turbo four-cylinder motor. Both put out pretty good power, but they're also part of the Earth Dreams package of engines. So they put out not only responsible power, but also very responsible fuel efficiency. I mean, isn't that what Honda Civic's all about, is being a car that's affordable to buy and then also affordable to own. So yeah, think about that. This is a Honda motor company who's come out with two new motors and put it in this, some would say, is their flagship. They might argue, they might say the Honda Accord's their flagship. No. If their Civic isn't good, then the Earth isn't quite on balance. So I'm that guy amongst my friends and family that everybody goes to talk to when they're getting ready to buy a new car. And the big piece of advice I always give is get in the car, spend some time in the car, because if you don't like it in here, or if it doesn't work for you in here, I don't care how sexy you look in it, or how much power, or how much efficiency, or whatever's going on, if this area doesn't work for you, you're not going to be a happy customer over time. This is a place where Honda's done a fine job. Not only is this a very futuristic, very modern, a nice interior, nice materials that I think will wear well over time. Not only, fit and finish stuff, but also it'll still look cool. It'll still look like you bought a new car. But also the functionality is much better. Honda had struggled a little bit with that. They had kind of a hodgepodge of different technologies. They were just kind of felt like they were shoving them into the car and just leaving it up to us as the consumers to make it all work. Now they've got a much more integrated look here, a touchscreen system here for the audio, the navigation, obviously Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. It is a much nicer place. And because this vehicle is, I said earlier, on a new platform, it can sit a little lower and wider. I mean, this is a very comfortable seat, rivaling something you're going to feel in a midsize car. First thing you notice when you drive the Civic is that this new platform is pretty good. It's very sporting. It feels very, agile. But then also when you're driving it mellow, like, let's be fair, most Honda Civic buyers are going to, it's nice. It's very comfortable. It's very quiet in here. It'd be a nice highway kind of commuter type car, which is, let's be fair, that's what Honda Civics have been good at for a long time. One thing that is of interest though is that they've gone to a continuously variable, or CVT, transmission. Now, if you pay attention to Motor Trend or Car and Driver or all the gearhead stuff, they're going to say, oh, they're horrible, they're horrible. Well, you know what? They do their job and they contribute to the car's overall efficiency. They can be a little bit noisy. You can hear it kind of sliding there, even though it's not sliding. Google what a CVT does and you'll see why it works so efficiently but makes a little bit more noise than people are used to. But having one in a Civic is a little odd because you're used to that driver engagement from a Honda more than anything else. They do make these vehicles with manual gearboxes. If it was for my money, I would get the manual gearbox just because, well, I like to drive. Average car on the road today, about 11 years old. There's a good chance, if you're one of those people that has a car that age, you're driving something that doesn't have a lot of, driver assistance on board. This Honda Civic is loaded with it. Not only backup cameras, we're all pretty used to seeing cars with that now, but it also has an innovative system that has a camera pointed underneath the mirror on that side. And when I go to make a right-hand turn, it puts that image up on this screen. Now, some would say that's a little disruptive because all of a sudden you get this dynamic screen showing on there. Maybe it pulls my eyes away from the road. You know what? It's also kind of an expensive way to do it because there's so many other radar-based systems that can now tell you what's going on in your blind spot. But I do like it. I have to be honest. I think it's a bit overkill, but you know that's kind of what Honda was known for once upon a time. It really kind of over-delivering in technology and performance and efficiency, kind of doing more than their competition. And again, I think Honda kind of got away from that. I don't think the Accord is the real cream of the class, but I will now say that the Civic is definitely back as the cream of the class when it comes to this size class, going up against vehicles like the Toyota Corolla, the Ford Focus, etc. So in this class of vehicle, who are the competitors for the Civic? Well, you got the Toyota Corolla, which for my money is the most boring car you can buy, maybe only second to the Camry. You got the Ford Focus, which is okay. The new Hyundai Elantra is very nice, great level of equipment on that. The new Chevrolet Cruze looks fantastic, great design, some super technology on board. But you know what? Now I think we're back with the Civic being the king of its castle a little bit, and as where it should be. I mean, this is the 11th generation of this car. Honda should be very good at a vehicle like this. And when you drive this, you realize that they realized maybe the error of their ways. They decided to get things right again, and this new Civic is looking good.